Ahead in the glasshouse, Peter Costello reveals where his feelings for John Howard lie on a scale between loathing and disgust.
Just about bang in the middle.
Happy birthday, John Paul II, wherever you are. Welcome to The Glass House, the program that asks the question, if Beck and Leighton's baby takes after its father, do you think it could be the world's greatest dummy spitter? More news and FA Cup fun this week, but my favourite story comes from Washington, D.C., where George W. Bush was bundled into an underground bunker and Dick Cheney was evacuated to a secret location recently after radar detected a fast-moving object in the sky heading towards the White House. It turned out to be a cloud. Sir, the radar's showing something huge coming this way. It looks like a doggy. No, now I see a horsey. Get in the bunker, get in the bunker! Just to be sure, bodyguards put the president in a special protective outfit, or as we call it, a raincoat. George now believes that the mastermind behind the weather attack is a terrorist known only as El Nino. And Bush dismissed claims the response was overkill, saying fast-moving cloud sounds like one dangerous engine. In the US, an online casino has allegedly paid $5,000 for Britney Spears' home pregnancy test. A spokesman said it's hard to put a price on Britney's urine. That's right, it's golden. But it's official. Something that's been soaked in Britney's wee is worth $5 grand. So now it's possible to also put a price on Justin Timberlake. But you know where it's going to turn up. Next Olympics, some male Ukrainian weightlifter will be cleared of steroid use, but found to be a pregnant and slutty American chick. Congrats!
News from the kitchen, Jamie Williver. In what is apparently not a joke, Britain has been declared the world's best place to eat. Restaurant magazine has compiled a list of the world's top 50 eating houses and 14 British joints have been included. The mag says that British food is so good, Posh Spice might actually eat her first meal. But who would have thought the Poms could be good at something? I mean, the last good thing to come out of Britain was us. Top honours went to a restaurant called The Fat Duck, which offers such treats as bacon and egg ice cream, sardine on toast sorbet, oyster and passion fruit jelly, and their signature dish, snail porridge. And yes, it tastes even better than it sounds. Apparently, they've trained the snails to write the signature with a snail trail before plunging to their death in the hot, bubbling porridge. And sardine on toast sorbet is a particular treat. The crunchy bits are the eyes. So Britain has been declared the best eating destination in the world. Still doesn't explain their teeth.
Takers!
Yay! Tell you what, I'm intrigued. Some wacky stuff in last week's federal budget. Wacky.
Wasn't there?
You know, the government are trying to, they want to set up this thing. They want to make it harder for people to get divorced, all right? People are going to have to, before you get divorced now, you're going to have to go see a relationship specialist before you get divorced. You go to this bloody public servant who goes, yeah, why don't you have another crack at it, you know? You're not going to do any better. Have a look at yourself, all right? Seriously, ridiculous. Even though if they're going to do this, they should have this for de facto people too. I had trouble with my first girlfriend trying to break up. Well, she tried to break up with me quite often. We'd often be sitting in the lounge room and she'd go, "That's it, I never want to see you again, get out." And I'd start walking out and she'd go, "Yeah, that'd be right." Just walk on out. Another thing though, what about mums? They're going to make mums work. Bloody, and they're going to make mums work. Seriously, mums do it hard enough anyway. My mum, she had trouble with me. I'd just like to say, Mum, happy Mother's Day too. I know that's a little bit late, but I actually sent Mum a card. I did, and in the card I wrote, "Good luck with the scratchy." Sent it off and thought, forgot to put the scratchy in there, so it's a bit weird, but what can you do?
All right, let's get to it. Joining me, Kieran and Dave, to throw some stones into the glass house tonight, the shining star of Spicks and Specs, Alan Bro. And the shining star of Australian music, Sarah Blasko. All right, movers and shakers. First up, the New South Wales Department of Education, which is introducing financial management classes for school children from kindergarten to year 6. Kids will be taught how to bank properly. And to make it realistic, none of the pens will work and there'll only be one teacher. There'll be lessons on how to use ATMs and important banking terminology like queue here, window closed, and next teller please. In the outer suburbs, they'll also learn everyone on the floor now! But you don't teach a 6-year-old to use an ATM unless you want to come home to an empty account and a house full of caramella koalas. Alan, you went to school. Do you wish they'd taught financial management?
I went to a boarding school. So I was taught financial management in respect to trying to save things because of bullies. Because when you get pocket money at boarding school, you get it. We used to get given it in a little envelope, which if you've got a little envelope, which everyone knows has got money in it, bigger guys are going to go, "Give me your money." And so, you know...
That prepared you for the taxation system.
Yeah. What intrigues me is there was bigger guys than you at school.
No, I was really little at school.
Really?
And I had one of the worst curses that anyone could have at boarding school, which was I bruised easily.
Oh,
I know.
wow.
It's just awful. And so what you would do is, particularly during summer when you were wearing short-sleeve shirts, guys would just come up to you, like go bang, and punch you in the arm, and then they'd go, "Wow, he really does."
You're like art for them. You're human graffiti.
Yeah, I didn't really thought of it that way before, mainly because I was too busy crying and trying to reverse the charges to my mother and going, "You sent me here, you horrible bitch." And then a priest would come and make me feel okay.
What about you, Sarah? What do you think about being taught about financial management at school?
Well, I don't know how it sort of puts anyone, prepares anyone for being, a musician, not having much money and mostly being on the dole, but...
So it's just cruel to go, in this magical world where you don't live, people have money.
Yeah, where you actually earn money and you've got a job and a house, but...
But they made me do recorder and I'm not a musician.
Well, that's true, but...
I can't even say musician. Maybe they should have spent a little bit more time on teaching me to talk proper. A little less time on woo-doo-doo-doo.
Well, when I was a kid, though, I just had the St George Dragon plastic money box and the Dolomite account. That's all I sort of had to kind of...
We had the mercantile bunny.
That's how I live now.
The mercantile bunny?
Remember the mercantile bunny? Which didn't teach me anything. Well, there was an ad where they tried to explain to you that if you put your money in the bank, you would get more of it by just showing one bunny going into the bank and 1,000 bunnies coming out. It's just... made me think...
That's a bit odd.
It just made me think that banks were places that rabbits went for orgies.
Did they teach you about, did you do music at school? Like someone who's grown up to be a musician?